Hey guys, Demi here from Atlas Vibration Spirituality, and I am here with your new moon in, there we go, like it won't work, there we go, new moon in Capricorn collective update. It is happening on December 30th at 5:27 p.m. at 20 degrees in Capricorn. So please see where this is in your astrology chart. If you guys don't know where that's happening for you, please feel free to book a read with me. I'll go through your whole natal chart and we can go from there. I am running the Yule sale until January 2nd, 2025. If you guys are watching this relatively, I would say now. So don't, and it's 30% off of all of my sessions. So please take advantage, okay? So the key thing that we need to take from this is breaking free from control to start anew. And Spirit even put a nice little, a little happy face there. Like, that's the first time they've ever actually given me an emoji in a reading as I was channeling through messages in my notes. It was really cool. So once again, this should seem like a positive new change here. And so we are very lucky because Thor and Loki actually came in to give us some small advice and some information. So Thor came in and said, you know, looking into the darkness, reflect on the past and where you feel that you're still in a chokehold and can't move forward with the new. This is where it's going to seem dark. And I know that some people are like, wow, like, is it really supposed to be positive? It is, because once again, like Thor is saying, we need to really sit and look at seeing where we feel like we are still in a chokehold from that. And Loki's adding in is asking us what needs to be released. Where can you break free? Release, he says, the control yourselves and the blame you put on yourself or others for your reality. And he's saying to us, ask yourself, what is truly in my control? What more work can I put in? And what do I need to sacrifice so I can step up? And he's telling me too, this isn't about just making a list and checking it off. This is a new moon. Feel it. Right? Feel it. Feel where you need to break free. Feel where you can release the control yourselves, and meaning this by control. And what I mean by this is we need to, like, essentially look at Capricorn energy and what this means. And so hopefully you can get an understanding of where this control comes from. Is it from you and your mindset? Because I'm 100% guilty at that. Is it you and maybe, or is it other people, I should say, and it's out of your control completely and you just need to walk away? You know, what is it that you feel trauma-wise that you may need to kind of work through? And taking the control back yourself. So what technically is Capricorn energy, right? It's a feminine energy. It's ruled by the planet Saturn. It is the symbolism and the constellation of the sea goat. It rules the knees and the bones. And it is ruled by the tarot cards, the devil and the world. And we're going to touch on some of this. So Capricorn rules set things as any other sign does. So in this case, you are seeing either new beginnings with your father, your timing, what you need to make changes for in your timing, business, any kind of business or corporation, karma, unhealthy attachments as I keep going, your career, new beginnings, I would say, in boundaries, patience, and lessons, along with Ascendant Masters. You may not be seeing like new beginnings in Ascendant Masters, but you may be seeing a new beginning in essentially releasing your control from top-down structures and seeing that you may need a new teacher and a new mentor, and we'll touch on this too. So what I mean by top-down structures, because this is the most important thing about Capricorn energy that I feel that most astrology books don't cover. A top-down structure is you and who essentially quote unquote controls you, but you've also learned from them, because everything we learn is passed down from us. So parent and child, boss and employee, teacher and student, and just the government in general, because they control the people. So understand these dynamics, right? I always say that Capricorn and Cancer, because Cancer is its opposite, it rules the mother and the father legitimately in tarot astrology. So that is something that we look at, right? So this is very very interesting to take with us. So in the light side of Capricorn, they can be, and the sign is very dedicated, hardworking, steady, generous, patient, resilient. And in the shadow energy, it could be very cold-hearted, bossy, unattentive at times, materialistic, greedy, lustful, procrastinating, very lazy because it's an earth sign. And do keep in mind, so this takes Taurus, Virgo, and now Capricorn, all three. It is embodying all of those earthly energies in that way. Now, the most important thing in the educative part that I want you guys to take from this is, I know that I am not, let me put this to you in a very kind way, I'm not going to tell you your religion and what you should do, what you should be practicing. I respect all religions, but this is where we're going to get into more, like we talked about, that ascendant masters part of Capricorn energy, that the misconstruction of that, and how society has created this for you guys to pretty much control you. And I'm going to be that person to tell you the truth. So the key thing in tarot with the devil, because that's what rules this card, I've read and researched that it is also used to be based off of vampires, also Baphomet, and just the devil in general. So we are staying by choice in tarot when we talk about the devil and any of these entities, due to lust and greed for the rewards that it gives us, whether it is sexual or material. Okay? The devil talks about all the unhealthy attachments we have by being so greedy and lustful in that shadow energy, and being able to work really hard and stay dedicated to a goal or a career that you see that you work for over time. Now listen to what I've been saying about what rules Capricorn. Steady, patience, time, dedication. Okay? So why do you think that our society is created to, if you work hard, you get the reward, you get the money, so you can afford this? You were told, I don't want to say this bullshit, but you were told that if you work really hard, you make a career out of it, you worked up the ladder, you do these things, you will be rewarded. This is after your long hard work and dedication. Especially, we're seeing issues here in the United States with this, but you are lured in like a vampire, right? Vampires are aesthetically pleasing. You want to be that. They're very lustful, but you find that they're soulless. They're soulless. They'll give you what you want, but they'll make you promises for a better life that is more fulfilling, and you have to sell your soul to get it. How many people do you know that work and that are salary? And they don't have boundaries, or they don't have a life. It doesn't exist. And even too, coming from somebody who owns a business, right? And learning that and seeing, working all the time, steady, hard work and dedication. And even if it's not literal, right? And still in some way, I sold my soul and my time and the things that I loved, and to get what I need and want, right? From this business. And so it's kind of this mentality is do as you're told and you get the reward. Right? And this is what essentially the low negative aspect of Capricorn energy is. And the thing is, I want you to look at all of these structures that I talked about, from parent to children, depending on your attachment. Now you're talking to somebody who has a inner heaven in Capricorn and a starting of her fourth house, right? So family for me. And seeing that, also all of these things coming out about celebrities. They sold their soul to the devil to get what they want. They did despicable things or whatever that is, and I'm not here to judge. If you wanted to do it, it's on you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you what you did was wrong. I'm not going to tell you what you did was right, but whatever was best for you, whatever is best for anybody. But as you can see in my explanation about my business and how things are and how you want to make the money and how these corporations and places put that into that, right? So with the Ascendant Masters, and this is what, I skipped a part, I apologize, but Spirit came in as I was talking about this, and it says, review your attachments. Why are you truly there if you're caught up in this with this new moon and you're releasing these attachments? So why are you there? What rewards are you getting or material items that you're greeding after, lusting after, working so hard for, and that you're in an unhealthy situation that you cannot, that you feel that you cannot provide this for yourself. And why are you so attached? What trauma, what beliefs do you have? And what are you being tempted with? And so the only thing I can say is, even with me and everything I've told you about family, like, I'm always tempted with material things, or not being in a safe space, or just certain things, right? I'm not going to get super into it, but you get what I'm saying. It doesn't always have to be money or material things all the time. It just could be that person and how your view of them is, and the fact that you're choosing to stay. And it's a lesson that I'm learning and still continuing to learn through my Saturn return, because essentially you go through and break through these things around those ages. Seeing that you're an adult, you break free from those attachments, you do the healing work, if you do it correctly, right? So Ascended Masters, and this is what I love about this. I've talked about it in a couple other videos, but the sea goat and the story, and I forget the name of it, but if you look it up and looking in the name, you will see that this particular sea goat or entity was able to come onto land. I think it's in Greek mythology, and I don't know the name once again, but was able to teach others in a physical form. Came out of the ocean, half fish, half human. Was able to come out of the waters, a god, and teach the people on land how to live their lives. Now, essentially, you're supposed to take the wisdom that you have gained from Sagittarius, because it's a sign before this, to instill your passion and learned abilities and bring this into your life. That is true Capricorn energy, and learning your true nature, and being able to work hard, show your work for your efforts, learning your wisdom and your knowledge, and gaining the happier, more positive light energies from this. And the dark has you believing in this idea of being able to work and be provide for yourself, and being material and hardworking, and especially at this time of year. This is key. I want you to take this with you. I got 3 minutes left, so this is a very important thing, right? So if you're supposed to learn, share, gain wisdom, put this into perspective to create something for yourself, to build maybe stability or money, or provide yourself in a fatherly way, like all this Capricorn energy is talking about, it's more about you and doing what you're passionate about for your dedicated hard work and all the lessons that you've learned up until there to bring in that hard work and dedication, okay? And being more spiritual and understanding that higher vibrational love and frequency like Jesus was taught us. Now, I don't think it's a coincidence at this time of year that Christmas, Hanukkah, and Yule happen all at the same time. Yule, as Wiccans, as I practice, it is about 9-day, 8-day releasing session where every night you light the Yule log and release something into the new year. It's almost like Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and New Year's combined. And so it's a beautiful time to be, because we're in this feminine energy. The earth is in, the light's not there. We try to bring the light back in, starting on the 21st of the equinox, every minute, every day. Now we're going into spring, right? So the darkest time has essentially, we're here, but it's passing. And so this is a time to release, release the attachments of that Capricorn energy, see our negative things, get rid of it, bring in new, see where we've learned and gained wisdom from everything. Ironic, right? I'm going to be real, and this is just maybe my unwanted opinion, but Jesus, in my opinion, didn't really care about what gift you got your sister or parents for Christmas. It's more about being and showing unconditional love to others, and the teachings that he gave is accepting everybody for who they are. And the story was taken and misconstrued and put that way. And so you were kept occupied at this time to see from what is truly important on a spiritual level and on a societal level. So review your negative attachments to see and start anew. And I think this is the most important thing that we can take from this. So once again, didn't mean to step on anybody's toes, not trying to change anybody's religion or make you do something that you don't want to do, just kind of giving some facts and maybe an unwanted opinion in the process. But I hope this has resonated with you. Happy healing, happy detaching, and until next time, namaste.